I listen to like a lot of motivational TikToks, and like it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like some of them are good, whatever. But like a lot of TikToks, as far like that are under like the umbrella of like motivational, especially if you're a man, have this tinge of like, oh, you're not conquering something, you're not conquering yourself, you're not doing XYZ. Like they have this like aggressive sort of like, oh, you're not an alpha, but you could be an alpha, do better, you're weak for not doing better. And I think like that's just an awful way to exist, because as a man, sometimes I just want to be told, and I think other men need to hear this, is that like it's okay for you to just exist. It's okay to be average. It's okay to just do your best. Whether your best is like 20% that day, it's absolutely okay to just exist within whatever that looks like. You don't owe anyone anything and have to exist in a specific way. You don't have to like conquer the world in order for your existence to be valid. And it's just kind of sad, you know what I mean? Because like I was also looking at this, I forget what it was, but I was looking at this thing. It was like this screenshot someone had taken, and maybe it was fake, but like a guy randomly told all of his friends, I love you, dude. And all of his friends responded positively in the screenshot, but the big takeaway is that like they all thought that he was about to kill himself, that this is like he was saying I love you because like that this is it. And a lot of the comments were like, oh well, men can't say I love you to their friends or whatever because like society like frowns upon it. And a woman was like, but why? And he was like, oh, like society frowns upon it. And it's like, well, but like who cares what society thinks? Like you don't have to adhere to like this very strict dynamic of what like a man should be based on society, especially if you are uncomfortable with it. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, then why are you adhering to it? And if you have friends that are like, oh, like what are you, gay for saying I love you, showing emotion, you don't need that friend, bro. If that's the kind of friend you have, like what are they truly adding to your life, as far as like, because a friend inherently should be someone you can rely on emotionally to help you through dark times. They're a support system. What is the point of a friend if they are not a part of your support system? So it's like, why can't you tell people who you rely on I love you? Like, albeit sure it can be difficult, but like using society as like a crutch to not do things that make you happy or that you want to do is kind of crazy, especially within your friend circle, you know. And it was just sad. It's sad that like everyone is just like, oh, this is the way life is, so like we all have to exist within this like itty bitty box that no one, that like we all accept sucks, but like, you know, it is what it is. But like no one necessarily wants to be like the change, you know, like no one wants to be the trendsetter of like, you know, men who show emotion or whatever, you know, because like everyone loves to talk about like the male suicide epidemic and like everything wrong with men, but like only as far as like that goes. No one ever actually wants to like talk about, okay, like what can we do about it, like objectively and in a genuine way, you know what I mean? Like how do we allow men to feel better and more comfortable and like exist, you know, comfortably in a way to express themselves, even if that like, and make it a safe space. No one wants to talk about that. They just want to talk about, yeah, men are dying a lot, guys, like that's crazy, right? Anyway, misogyny, that's how that typically goes.